It is the Cody Gapko transfer right here at United Diehards. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching United Diehards. And do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't be set up anything United Diehards has to bring to you as long as it is supposed, as long as it is Manchester United related. We're definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. Which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country watching from? Let us know so that definitely we can move along. So, as you already know, right here at United Diehards, we talk everything that contains Manchester United in it. As long as there is any news about Manchester United, we are always trying to make sure that we are the first people to bring you the latest right here at United Diehards. So, the latest that is coming in from Cody Gakpo. It is an incredible transfer deal for Cody Gakpo, and also not forgetting that it is an incredible deal for Manchester United. Manchester United are looking at ways it can definitely improve, ways through which Manchester United can improve its forward section, and looking at even further ways Manchester United can make the club better, go for Champions League football, and even maybe possibly take the English Premier League trophy, possibly the next season. And this definitely is starting right now because Manchester United has already started. It's already on. It has its transfer list, and they are definitely looking at getting every transfer option one by one, one by one. Erik Ten Hag, it will be remembered that Erik Ten Hag is not the type of manager who always goes for very big names. He always wants humble names and makes them stars. That is it. And it will be remembered that when Erik Ten Hag was at the Eredivisie, when he was coaching the Eredivisie, those are the tactics he used to employ. He used to employ those tactics, and they made magic for him, and he managed to take the trophy. Performed quite well with Ajax Amsterdam, and right now at Manchester United, we definitely think that things will be much better than he already found. That he found Manchester United, which was not in a good state. The person we're talking about right now is none other than Cody Gakpo, a very wonderful football player. If you do not know who Cody Gakpo is, definitely I will let you know who Cody Gakpo is. He plays for the Netherlands national team. That's Cody Gakpo, and he has been playing quite well of recent, managing to score 3 goals in 3 appearances. Wonderful football player, and he is linked with, anyway, he's rated with the likes of Marcus Rashford, who is a Manchester United football player, very wonderful, who has also managed to score for England in the World Cup, managed to score 3 goals, and also he is also rated with the likes of Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe also is one of the most wonderful football players, and has also scored 3 goals in the World Cup. So, being one of the top scorers, that is none other than Cody Gakpo, a top scorer, one of the top scorers, because he's got 3 goals in 3 appearances, and all the goals he scored are definitely very wonderful goals. We think what Erik Ten Hag is planning is definitely the best. Let us know what you think about this transfer. We need to look at what makes this gentleman one of the best. Why is everyone, why are many clubs hunting for this gentleman? If clubs are not into some football player, that means he's not doing great. But there's been quite a lot of competition. There's been quite a lot of competition for Cody Gakpo, with Arsenal trying their level best to make sure they can get this gentleman, but they have failed in vain, as Manchester United are the leading club that could be having this gentleman. So let us know what you think in the comment section about Cody Gakpo, and what you think Manchester United need Do you think United need Cody Gakpo, or Erik Ten Hag should focus on this? Because when you see Manchester United where it lies, when you see on the English Premier League, when you see the English Premier League where Manchester United lies, when you see the table, United needs to move closer, and only these signings are signings of the likes, the signings of people like Cody Gakpo, who is a very wonderful forward after the departure of the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo, legendary Cristiano Ronaldo. Very good football player he was, but not good enough for Manchester United. That's why Manchester United definitely parted ways with Cristiano Ronaldo after the explosive interview with Piers Morgan's. Definitely he had to go, and some of the options that Manchester United has had of recent is Cody Gakpo. Manchester United could not continue with their lovely boy who had played for United some time ago, and many fans always moved to him from club to club, but he possibly cut the ties after that explosive interview. However, fans were also divided, and also some of them were against him and others were for him because he said the truth about the club. So he had many fans for him and many fans against him. However, it will be remembered that Cody Gakpo could be replacing this gentleman, because although Cody Gakpo is a very wonderful football player, when he replaces Cristiano Ronaldo, that definitely will be quite great, and he will still have quite a lot of years, many years. When you see where Manchester United is at the English Premier League table, and where going to the first position, they definitely there needs quite a lot to be done. There needs some of these signings like this gentleman. We need to look at the table and see where Manchester United is and why. Definitely this is something that is needed. More goal scorers are definitely needed. So Manchester United is lying in the 5th position with 26 points in 14 appearances, and that is not good enough for a club like Manchester United, because when you see in the first position, Arsenal has 37 points, and the difference between Arsenal and Manchester United is definitely quite high. That's the reason as to why these signings, good new young signings, are definitely needed to come and improve the club. And also looking at Man City, 32 points, and also Newcastle United has been playing quite well, remarkably well. Newcastle United has been playing well of recent, and then Tottenham Hotspurs. Spurs has also been playing well with 29 points, and then Manchester United lies in the 5th position with 26 points, and definitely I think that's quite great for the club. Manchester United, when you see its performance, but it's not the best. It's not all Manchester United can give. Manchester United definitely needs to move from the 5th position to the 1st position, or actually possibly this season needs to make sure it can fight for Champions League football, and maybe possibly next season they can see how they can get along. Manchester United can get along with the English Premier League title. So let us know where you're watching from, which part of the world are you watching from, so that definitely we can always move along. My name is KALS, and I'm right here to give you the latest coming in from Cody Gakpo's incredible transfer deal. It's United that has for you. So Cody Gakpo, being a very wonderful football player who has scored 3 times in 3 appearances, saved the debt 3 times, and that's for Netherlands. And he's played for Netherlands national team, and he's played quite well for Brighton. When Brighton is played very wonderfully when he's met the likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool. He's been an outstanding football player, and that's one of the reasons as to why he still is considered one of the best forwards that any club can definitely get. Cody Gakpo is definitely very good, a very good football player, I must say. Very wonderful football player. excellent football player, if I'm to say, a very good striker, and he's got some of the abilities that make him a very wonderful one. And his ball control, he's an exceptional when it comes to ball control, and also when he gets to shots on target, he never fails with shots on target. He always makes sure at least in every 3 shots on target he at least gets 1 goal, which is incredible for a striker. And when you see pass accuracy also quite well, Cody Gakpo, I'm telling you, is one that definitely Manchester United should be very happy to have. So this gentleman, Cody Gakpo, very wonderful football player, very good football player, and I need to give you what definitely is in for this gentleman, and what we think will definitely happen. So Manchester United price definitely has been told as Cody Gakpo transfer after opening talks for PSV sensation. So this gentleman has been playing for PSV, sorry, not for PSV, not Brighton. He's been playing for PSV, and also he's been playing for the Netherlands national team. So it will be remembered that this gentleman. Manchester United remain firmly interested in signing Cody Gakpo from PSV. Manchester United remain firmly interested. So it should be remembered that Manchester United must pay in excess of £43 million, which is roughly 50 million euros, to seal the signing of Cody Gakpo from PSV, and that is definitely in this winter and the January transfer window. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, who believes the Eredivisie side are willing to cash in on their attacking footballer, providing the price is right. So Manchester United is definitely happy. United is happy to give in. United is happy to give in the £43 million to PSV. Definitely, that will be quite good. Reports in Holland recently suggested that Gakpo in Holland recently actually it will be available. He will be sources had first said that he would be available as cheap as £25 million to PSV's financial struggles, but the forward's excellent World Cup campaign is likely. Actually, it's not actually likely, but it has made the price even go further. Gakpo, who definitely is found the net in each of Holland's 3 games against Senegal, Ecuador, and Qatar, and has been one of the best players at the international market and also in the international tournament, which is the World Cup. Transfer expert Romano believes PSV are willing to do business should their 43 million asking price be met, providing United with extra ammunition to get the deal done. So Erik Ten Hag is believed to be to have been in a regular contact with Gakpo since departing Holland for England with Manchester United. So definitely things will be much better for PSV if PSV definitely if PSV sell this gentleman, we need to see PSV already has financial struggles. PSV has financial struggles, and that's one of the reasons as to why PSV is willing to sell Cody Gakpo. And definitely, if Cody Gakpo allows the Manchester United deal, which he's been in contact, he's been talking to Erik Ten Hag about this transfer. Erik Ten Hag has also been trying to convince this gentleman, Cody Gakpo, on joining Manchester United. And Cody Gakpo is well known by Erik Ten Hag because when Erik Ten Hag was in PSV, when he was in Ajax Amsterdam, this gentleman gave him quite a bit of headache, and he scored against Ajax Amsterdam. He played very well when it came to goal scoring. He scored many goals against Ajax Amsterdam. And for some reason, Erik Ten Hag was always wondering what is all about this youngster. Why is this youngster very, very wonderful? And he wanted to sign him even back at Ajax Amsterdam. He has always wanted to sign him. And when he crossed over to Manchester United, he looked at this as a brilliant opportunity, since Manchester United could definitely afford the football player. Manchester United could afford the PSV football player. He was rated around 23 million pound before, but right now he's a big hot cake. He's definitely a hot cake, and reason as to why he's a hot cake, it's the World Cup, where he's been playing very well, gained international recognition, gained a lot in there. That's why different clubs have been eyeing this gentleman. Real Madrid saying they want him, Arsenal saying they want him, and Manchester City also trying to get him. But Manchester United is definitely decided that they are the ones that are going to have Cody Gakpo. So Cody Gakpo definitely needs to be at Manchester United, and the fact that he's played quite well in the Eredivisie, and when you look at the players that have come from the Eredivisie to the Premier League, they have performed quite well. Look at the likes of Tyrell Malacia. You can also look at the likes of Lisandro Martinez, who's been playing for Argentina in the World Cup, and he's been a very wonderful defender. So you can see all the Eredivisie club football players who have crossed over the English Premier League. They have come with a little bit of competition and magic in them, and that's why United is definitely shipping yet another Eredivisie superstar, and that is none other than the PSV football player. Mentioned a bit earlier that he was from Brighton, but it was just because I'd made a podcast before about Brighton, and now it was a little bit Brighton. For some reason, Brighton was in my head. But he's from PSV, very wonderful PSV football player in the Eredivisie, and the fact that he gave a lot of headache to the manager Erik ten Hag. That's why Erik ten Hag definitely believes that it will be a brilliant idea for this gentleman to come to Manchester United. A typical goal scoring machine he is, and with quite a lot of attributes that are forcing him to join the club. And you need to let us know what you think about him joining the club, and as we are going to be telling you the qualities of this gentleman, why he is a good football player, and why what makes him a good forward. So it will be remembered that when you vary Cody Gakpo's determination by goals, you can help produce what is called his ability, and his how he plays is definitely quite well. First of all, he focuses on scoring goals. He wants to score goals more than any other football player, scoring more goals, and also developing his shot. Definitely is one of the things that he has always tried to make much better, and also fine tuning around his passing. Also, that is also yet another thing that is quite good about him, and those are the best that have made him a good forward, and also his passing ability. Yes, not all the things a forward like him does is scoring, but also passing ability. The fact that his passing ability is quite good, this also gives him assists, and he also gives assists and also creates opportunities for other teammates. That's why he's definitely an extraordinary football player, very wonderful football player. Let us know what you think in the comment section, as we can tell you that Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely leaving the club. We can confirm to you that Cristiano Ronaldo has actually left the club. And right about now, people were asking me about Cristiano Ronaldo's move to yet another club, Saudi Arabia. is it Al Sahel, Al Saudi club. Al Sahel has been interested in Cristiano Ronaldo, and the mere fact that there was a mutual agreement after a contract that was terminated by Manchester United, Al Sahel definitely said they can have this gentleman, they can have Cristiano Ronaldo. So we wish him the best at Al Sahel in case he goes to Al Sahel, but all is set for him to move on there, as we cannot count him a Manchester United football player. Cristiano Ronaldo is gone. Of course, a replacement has to be done, and this is what Manchester United has been trying to do. Manchester United has been trying to get replacement for this gentleman, because he's left. He's no longer a football player at Manchester United, and United cannot keep on with this gentleman, because after all he said about the current manager, there needs to be a gap between a manager and a football player. So he was demanding for respect from Erik ten Hag, and he said Erik ten Hag definitely does not respect him. Looking at the professional point of view, leaving every little thing aside, I do not think that Cristiano Ronaldo, it was worth for Cristiano Ronaldo starting every little game. No, at least he was supposed to be benched. I agree with Erik ten Hag and what he was doing, because look, when he benched him, most of the time there were results for Manchester United. However, what Cristiano Ronaldo regarded as disrespectful was bringing him after the late 3 minutes. Just actually, when there were 3 minutes left for the game to end, and he said, "Look, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. You just don't bring me in the three last minutes. I'm the best best footballer that the world has right about now. There is no way you are definitely going to bring me in the last 3 minutes." And so we were a bit confused, but definitely we saw Cristiano Ronaldo move off the pitch, and we thought definitely there was something wrong, and they tried to cover it up, but we definitely knew something was wrong, as Erik ten Hag came out and said a few things about not bringing Cristiano Ronaldo at all, and also bringing him. And he said he would also feel that Cristiano Ronaldo was disrespected in case he brought him at the last minute, and that's why he chose not to bring him on the game, but him to stay at the bench. But however, it should also be understood that Manchester United, and also a manager like Erik ten Hag, needs to see who is playing better. When we go back to the days of the legendary coach, the legendary manager, that is none other than Sir Alex Ferguson, everybody was liable. And I repeat, during the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, everybody was liable to being benched. I remember the likes of David Beckham being on the bench and actually not even playing any game for some time. I remember the likes of Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand was a very wonderful football player, very good defender, extraordinary football player. And actually, that's always been remembered that Manchester United has not yet got a good football player, a good defender to be in particular, like Rio Ferdinand. But it will be remembered that even when Rio Ferdinand was one of the best options that Manchester United had in the gone days, in the days, way back days, even then when he was the best defender that was there, actually was one of the world's best defenders, Sir Alex Ferguson didn't want to know. Honestly speaking, Sir Alex Ferguson didn't want to know about who this gentleman was. He definitely was not interested in knowing whether you are the best football player at that point in time. If you did not bring results, you were liable to being benched. And it will be remembered that Sir Alex Ferguson benched very many players, including Wayne Rooney, and that's why Wayne Rooney and Gary Neville came out and were like, who the heck does Cristiano think he is? Because Cristiano Ronaldo if he says he doesn't want to be benched, he wants to play all games, who the heck does he think he is? And this landed the pair in problems, as it will be remembered that Gary Neville was blanked by Cristiano Ronaldo on a direct interview, as they were quite talking about a game that was going to happen. Ronaldo was not happy. Definitely, it was a bit of drama. And also, in an interview with Piers Morgan, he also said different things. So, United were definitely lying about. That's a big problem with signing football players with big names. That's why Manchester United also needs to sign these young players. You can see what Arsenal has done with young players, with the likes of Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka. I mean, check Bukayo Saka. If to be honest, when Mikel Arteta tells Bukayo Saka, you need to be on, you're not playing this game. There's no way Bukayo Saka is going to come and say, look, I need to play, because he's still a young football player, and actually with a bit of experience, but also there is quite a lot of respect for the manager with his decisions. If Mikel Arteta tells Smith Rowe or Edin Ketia that you need to be at the bench, there is no way they are going to protest or say, I need to play. There is that discipline, such discipline that is definitely needed at Manchester United. I think such discipline is something that Manchester United needs, and you cannot get that discipline when you are signing big name players. Big name players are a very big problem to a club. Big name players, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo could be a very big hazard, and the likes of Paul Pogba. I'm not refusing that they bring quite a lot to the club. They could, if they are performing quite well, but sometimes they can be a little bit big-headed. Anyway, you can let us know what you think in the comment section. But for now, we are talking about Cody Gakpo, and you know that Cody Gakpo, when he comes to Manchester United, he will be liable to listening to the manager, not like Cristiano Ronaldo, who wants to play every little minute. If Cody Gakpo comes to Manchester United and he is not performing, he is definitely liable to benching, and he has no problem with that, and he will definitely have no problem with that. And that's why I continue saying, that's why I will continue letting you know that such young signings are definitely needed in a club like Manchester United. And when you see currently what Manchester United has to offer, definitely such young players are very good for the club. And if you agree with me, you can put a thumbs up, put for me a thumbs up right there, just if you agree with what I say. Young players like Cody Gakpo, very wonderful football players. And it all talks by itself. How he's been playing talks by itself. He's a very wonderful football player, very good football player. Undoubtedly, Cody Gakpo is an incredible football player. 3 goals that he's managed to score in the World Cup in 3 appearances. He is a top scorer in the World Cup. Definitely, there is nothing that can stop Manchester United from having this gentleman. As the Glazers are trying to sell off this club, trying to sell Manchester United with a few football interested rich men are approaching the Glazers on the right amount of money. If the right amount of money is cashed in for Manchester United, definitely Manchester United will be sold to yet other football interested bosses. So we will see quite a lot changing at Manchester United if Manchester United is definitely sold. Let us know what you think, whether you think Cody Gakpo, because whether Manchester United is sold or not, still Cody Gakpo has been put as one of must-haves for Manchester United by the former Eredivisie former Eredivisie manager, champion, and that is none other than the current manager of Manchester United, Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag, who is happy to actually come, to bring this gentleman to Manchester United by the way he's been playing. So we are waiting. It's going to be a done deal, sealed, and confirmed, because all is set for this gentleman to join the club. And we are having fingers crossed this gentleman is definitely coming to the club. Otherwise, thank you for watching United the Hearts, and it's been fun having you around. Make it a point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that's United the Hearts has to bring to you, as long as it is Manchester United related. As we tell you, thank you and goodbye for now.